In this video, we're going to talk about car washing and car waxing tips in 8 minutes. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. This review is brought to you by MotorOpt. You don't gamble with your car. You plan regular maintenance and get it fixed at the first hint of trouble. If you're like many American drivers who put up 5 million brake repairs annually, that's not true. Vehicles are constantly ignored. Here are some car washing tips. Clean with car wash soap. Hand washing your car is ideal. However, most drivers don't do it right. Washing your car poorly might damage the paint. Many automobile owners prefer a soft cloth automatic car wash that uses recycled water and soft foam brushes to remove dirt and pollutants. If you wash your car in the driveway, avoid dish soap, which can damage the paint and peel wax coatings. Use a car wash soap made for the car pollutants that won't harm the paint. Multi-bucket your efforts. Use 2 buckets instead of 1. 3 is better. The soapy solution is in 1 bucket. The second, rinse the soiled microfiber wash mitt. Third, clean wheels and wheel wells. Start from the top and work down. Mistakes include utilizing the wrong chemicals and starting with the worst region first. Pro starts at the top and works down. Utilize gravity, so clean surfaces aren't recontaminated. Rinse the roof, windows, hood, trunk lid, etc. Mud and debris on the car? Rinse down. Remember this throughout. After removing loose debris, wash the roof using a sudsy mitt. Wash and rinse the glass. Wash and rinse top down in tiny areas to prevent soap from drying. Not in the sun. Keep cool. Treat the tar. Sometimes soap won't remove pollutants from your car. Professionals are useful because different pollutants require various car wash chemicals. Lubricate hinges and locks. Many drivers don't think about the hood latch until it breaks. Lubricate the latch with 3-in-1 oil or other protectants. Spray or dribble lubrication on door hinges, then open and close the door to work it in. Hood hinge pivots aren't usually visible. Occasionally spraying white lithium oil on them will prevent them from seizing. Also, check your car's lock cylinders. Most cars today have key fob activated remote locks. You probably never use your car's keyhole. Take advantage, insert the key and turn the lock cylinder occasionally so you can unlock the door. Unfortunately, many drivers discover too late that the lock cylinder has frozen. Touch up the paint chips. A white spot on a black hood can be frustrating. Seeing several is inexcusable. Any vehicle's paint can chip. Driving over rocks creates little craters where the top coat has broken off, revealing the undercoats. Automakers utilize robust primers that stay put. To prevent corrosion, touch up the chips. A dealership or vehicle parts store can generally provide a close match, but you must first comprehend a few facts. Touch-ups can replace the professional painting. A little paint won't make the finish seem new. Unless your car is black, a brush touch spot will restore color to a wide divot and fend off corrosion. Perfect painting costs a lot of money. While bringing out the car's natural sheen, waxing it is an excellent way to prevent the paint from being harmed by the elements, small rocks, and road filth. There are as many different perspectives on how and when you should wax your car as there are people who are passionate about automobiles, but the following are 5 car waxing tips and methods that are useful regardless of where you reside or what you drive. Preparation is key. Before you can even consider applying wax to the paint of your vehicle, you need to be sure that it is as clean as it can possibly be. During the application process, dirt and dust can eat away at your finish. After you've finished cleaning everything, the next step is to give the automobile a complete drying off. It's important to ensure that no water seeps through and combines with the wax underneath. In conclusion, you should avoid washing or waxing your vehicle in direct sunshine, since the heat from the sun can harden the wax into your paint long before it is ready to be removed. Choose your weapons wisely. You will first need to determine the method that you will use to apply the wax before you can move on to choosing the type of wax that you will employ. Stick with the hand application approach if you are unclear about what you're doing. This technique requires either terry cloth detailing towels or specialized wax application pads. Carnauba or polymer, what's better? When you go down the wax aisle for the first time and see all the different options and brands, it's reasonable to be overwhelmed by the sheer number of possibilities. Carnauba waxes and polymer waxes are the two primary categories that can be used to classify waxes intended for use in automobiles. Carnauba-based products contain a natural wax that is obtained from trees and offers a deep, wet-looking shine. However, these products are somewhat more difficult to work with than others because Carnauba itself is rather rigid. Polymer waxes, which are also known as sealants, make use of polymer compounds and acrylic resins to attach to the paint on your vehicle. As a result, they offer a layer of protection and shine that is not quite as substantial, but they are significantly simpler to apply. Carnauba needs to be reapplied every 60 days, while polymer often lasts for 6 months before it needs to be touched up again. You should also look for waxes that contain polymers in addition to Carnauba. This will give you a third choice to think about. Wax on, wax off. The application of wax is surprisingly uncomplicated. You can squirt, dab, or spread a tiny amount of wax directly onto your terry cloth or pad if you're working by hand. After that, you should work the wax into the paint by applying consistent pressure and moving it in a circular manner. Continue doing so, focusing on only a few square centimeters at a time until the wax has been completely absorbed by the paint. Be very careful not to get any of it on the black trim or the plastic. After the wax is hardened, you can remove any excess with a clean terry cloth. It is recommended that a very thin layer of wax be applied to the area of the car that you're working on. If you want to ensure that the entire space is covered, it's recommended that you utilize either horizontal or vertical rows of circles. It's best to avoid using an excessive amount of wax because doing so is not only unnecessary, but can also make it more difficult to remove. The perfect layer of wax would be so thin that you could still see the color of the paint through it. When you've finished applying the wax to your vehicle, you'll notice that it starts to dry within a couple of minutes after you've done so. When the wax is completely dried, it will have a matte appearance and a texture similar to that of chalk. Buff it up. When you've finished removing the wax from your vehicle, the next step is to buff it to bring out the full shine of the wax that has adhered to the paint. Wipe the paint lightly in a circular motion with a clean terry cloth until you begin to achieve the deep, reflecting appearance you're striving for. In the time between waxing, you may help your vehicle maintain its showroom appearance by buffing it after each wash, provided that it's spotless and dry first. It is a work of love to keep your car polished and attractive, but it is a task that will bring you closer to your vehicle and help the paint job last longer. Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching!